What kinds of clothes do you like to wear?
It depends on which occasion we are talking about here. If it is for school, I will go for a school uniform. If it is for work, I will choose some formal clothes. You know, just keep as low-key as possible. But if it is for party, I will consider some chic or funky clothes that can make me stand out in no time.
I don't have too much to say about this. It's a pretty good answer. Just one thing about the grammar. When we talk about school and work, we don't need articles. So for school is fine, for work is fine. But party is different. So this should be for a party. We need an article for party.
What kinds of pattern of clothes is your favorite? Stripes, plaid, or flowers?
This is one hell of a question. They give you 3 options. You have to choose which is your favorite. The questions in the test don't work like this. You're not giving 3 options of which you can only choose one. They might ask you what is your favorite pattern of clothes, but you won't be restricted to just a couple like this. And also, it's pronounced plaid, not plaid.
Well, I can't say one particular kind is my favorite. I mean, a nice piece of clothing is definitely not just about stripes, plaid or flowers. The color, design, style are all important factors, and the key to bring a piece.
The key to should be followed by a noun. For example, the key to success or something similar. So in this case, we need to gerund, so the key to bringing.
In other words, you should wear the clothes, not let the clothes wear you.
Can you tell people's personality by the clothes they are wearing?
As the saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover. We shouldn't judge by the clothes that people wear.
Okay, so we have this saying here, don't judge a book by its cover. So judge is followed by a direct object, in this case anyway. Judge a book. So then in the following sentence, we shouldn't judge by the clothes that people wear. We shouldn't judge someone by the clothes that they wear. We need an object after the judge.
But clothes do have this incredible magic to show others the personality of the person who wears it.
Well, clothes is a plural noun. So in this phrase, we need to say of the person who wears them, not it.
I think it is what we called the fashion sixth sense. If someone wears designer clothes, business suits and tie all the time, he might be rich, stuck up, serious or harsh. But if someone loves to wear clashing bright colors, like bright red, pink, gold, yellow, and cute accessories like Elle in Legally Blonde, she must be frisky, bubbly, and sweet.
Okay, so when she talked about the man, she talked about, well, I'm assuming it's a man, uh,
What are your favorite colors?
My favorite colors are baby pink, emerald, and black and white stripes. Different tones of pink can always make my complexion look better, and I think black and white is always the classic match. It is the timeless chic. It is always hip.
So you could say if it's a real fashion trend, then the would be okay, but if we just use the word fashion, then no article is needed.
Burberry is a very typical example. With a history of over 100 years, its every single collection is still very impressive. Its logo and plaid designs are deeply rooted in hearts of those fashion-conscious guys.
Now, when you want to talk about the hearts or the minds of people, then it should be the. So in the hearts of those fashion-conscious people, or, well, in a different sentence, you might want to say the minds of people. Now, it could, of course, also be phrased as in people's hearts, and then you don't need the article the, or in people's minds. But if you start with the hearts, or you start with the minds, then it must be in the hearts of people, or in the minds of people.
Would you spend over 10,000 yuan on a bag?
Okay, two things. The guy reading this is probably Chinese, so why he pronounces the currency as yuan, I don't know. The other thing is, these questions are used all over the world, so they're never going to be using a local currency in the question, because different countries have different currencies. You're never going to see questions that have a specific currency in it, because it's only applicable in a certain country, but the questions are used all over the world. And another thing, this is an unusual question. Would you spend 10,000 yuan on a bag? I've never seen any questions like this before.
As for me, I probably wouldn't. I mean, over 10,000 yuan for a bag is definitely a rip-off for me. I am only a student, so in no position to splash out over 10,000 yuan on a bag. But, on the other hand, if the bag really fits me, I might consider it.
Okay, so she's saying 10,000 yuan is definitely a rip-off. She's a student, she's in no position to splash out that much money, but on the other hand, she might consider it. Huh? You just said you can't do it, and now you're saying on the other hand, I might consider it. Doesn't make any sense.
What are your favorite colors?
My favorite colors are baby pink, emerald, and black and white stripes. Different tones of pink can always make my complexion look better, and I think black and white is always the classic match. It is the timeless chic. It is always hip.
Content's good, just one thing. I think black and white is always the classic match. Let's just change the to because this is the first time we mentioned this match and it's not specified, so let's use the indefinite article.
Do you think the different colors can show the personality of different people?
I think so. People who fancy warm colors like bright red, gold yellow, baby pink, or burnt orange might be more enthusiastic, frisky, and friendly. However, people who are addicted to cold colors like purple, green, brown, or grey tend to be more serious, modest, and sophisticated. Well, this is just a general idea. It varies from people to people.
Well, this time at least she's hedging her answer a little bit more. She's saying things like might be more enthusiastic and tend to be more serious, and then she also ends by saying this is just a general idea. So great, there's no overgeneralizing. Just one thing, can people be addicted to colors? I'm not sure about that.
What colors do Chinese love? What do these colors mean to Chinese?
Red is one of the colors beloved by the Chinese people. The color red symbolizes celebration, happiness, and good things. In the celebration of the New Year, holidays and gatherings, the red color is a must. Even in Western countries, people call the days good thing happened red letter days, and they say, roll out the red carpet to welcome honored guests. And the color yellow was in ancient time the symbol of royal family, especially emperor. Yellow symbolizes supreme power, the highest status and nobleness.
This answer makes it very obvious that it's just written out. This looks more like a piece of writing than anything people will actually say in a speaking test. But let's have a look at what she says. She says red is one of the colors beloved by the Chinese people. Then she says the red color, and then towards the end we have the red color again. How about some referencing? How about using some pronouns? So we know you're talking about the color red. So how about using some pronouns, like just like saying it or this color? But you don't have to repeat the topic you're talking about so many times. By using referencing, it makes your speaking sound more connected. And then something else that was a little bit difficult to follow. In the beginning, she talked about the Chinese people, and then she goes on to talk about Western countries. But then this sentence here, and the color yellow was in ancient time the symbol of royal family, especially emperor. I honestly thought she was talking about Western countries because she used the word and. So I thought she was continuing the topic of Western countries. So that was a little bit confusing. And then also here, where she talked about royal family, what she says, especially emperor, how about we add an article to that? So the emperor.